Are you one of those people that's just too aware? A person who's too aware may feel like they can't touch anything because they're hyper aware of all the germs, or they can't eat anything because they're hyper aware of all the chemicals and microplastics that are in our food and our water. Being too aware makes you feel like you can't be happy because of all of the people that are suffering. You may be concerned about conflicts in the Middle East when you live in the West. Being too aware may make you feel exhausted around people because you're constantly reading their signs, their eyes, their body language for how they're feeling and picking up on their emotions. However, being too aware manifests itself in your life, I have this to tell you, and it's going to be hard to take. Being too aware is actually trauma response and cognitive distortion. Now, don't get me wrong, you are incredibly intelligent and gifted, but that feeling of hyper-awareness is really just negative filtering. It's you focusing on all the negatives of said situations. The brain is designed to become fixated on a potential danger when you become aware of it. As you can imagine, that helps you to stay safe. Like, you can be in a beautiful garden with wonderful flowers, but if there's like a big creepy spider really near you, you're not going to stop being able to think about that big creepy spider that's right there, because it's a part of your natural defense system to focus on the potential danger. Likewise, as you become educated about social affairs in the Middle East, you could become very fixated on what's happening there and what the conflicts are, or other suffering in the world. As you are in relationships after having abuse in the past, maybe you grew up with an abusive parent or you had an abusive spouse, this can cause you to distrust people or to become hyper vigilant, which is where you're reading everything about a person to try to determine if you're actually safe, which is actually exhausting and a misuse of your energy. When you learn about all of the contaminants that are actually in food and water, it can be exhausting and make you feel like you can't eat anything, and make you constantly worried and sap your enjoyment of being able to just eat things. That's why they say, like, ignorance is bliss. But unfortunately, all of this negativity focus is not a true manifestation of your potential. What you're experiencing is just trauma response, learning about something that could be a potential danger, and then hyper-focusing on the thing that could be a potential danger, or that's sad or bad in some way. True enlightenment comes from being able to see the world with both its negative aspects and its positive aspects, while being able to maintain a positive outlook. When you hyper-focus on all the bad possibilities and present realities, that's not overthinking, that's underthinking. You're just using part of the brain, the part that just focuses on all the bad. So I invite you to expand your mind and your thinking to go ahead and complete your growth into actual enlightenment. You can be aware, you can be very aware, but don't be so wary that you become weary. So be educated and knowledgeable about what is bad, what is dangerous, but put your focus, conscious focus, on everything that is good, positive, beneficial. Focus your mind on what is beneficial for you and what is in your power to do. Focusing on everything that's outside of our control and everything that we do not have is going to lead you on a straight path to mental illness. Focusing on what you can control and on what you do have will empower you and allow you to come into true enlightenment and maintaining a positive outlook.